Hello, 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 you beautiful, beautiful souls. Hello. Um, Before we dive in, I just want to keep it real for a moment. This week has felt a little off for me, right? I've been moving through some internal fog, and it's messed up with my days. I missed my grandson's birthday, which my heart is still feeling. And I also missed our Thirsty Thursday live, which, if you've been looking for it, I so appreciate your patience and understanding more than you know. But I'm here today, showing up where I'm at, a little imperfect, but fully present. Because the truth is, this week's topic is exactly what I needed to revisit myself. Right? We're diving into something that really moved me because it changed how I see myself, how I lead, how I love. We're talking about the difference between the wounded or toxic feminine energy and the divine feminine energy, and how becoming aware of this can shift everything. So let's just take a breath together and let's be gentle with ourselves. This isn't about judgment. It's about awareness, and from awareness, we can rise. So let's take a breath in together and exhale it out. Awesome. All right, let's talk a little bit about that wounded or toxic feminine and how it can show up, right? Over giving from a place of emptiness, right? Saying yes when your soul is screaming no. Giving love or time or energy in a hope that it's going to be valued, right? At the expense of your own well being. And then the manipulation or emotional control, right? Silently punishing someone instead of speaking your truth. Withholding affection or using guilt to get your needs met because you fear rejection. I've done that, right? Passive aggression or guilt tripping, right? The silent treatment, oh, right? Backhanded compliments or expecting others to just know what you need, then resenting them when they don't. And that just brings us into like victimhood and blaming other people, feeling powerless and believing others are always to blame. It's somebody else's fault. It's their fault that I feel this way today. They didn't understand what I was saying. Feeling powerless and believing others are always to blame, right? And being deeply attached to your wound identity rather than your healing. Now, on the flip side of that, right, we have divine feminine energy, and that's receptive and intuitive, right? You allow yourself to receive, not receive just help, but receive love, receive beauty, receive rest, receive abundance. You trust your inner knowing without needing to justify it. Feminine, divine feminine energy is compassion without self abandoning, right? You can hold space for others without betraying your own boundaries, right? You give from the overflow, not from that place of depletion. And you're able to surrender without losing yourself, right? You allow life to unfold while staying grounded in your own truth. You don't force outcomes, you flow with faith. And when you're in your divine feminine, you are empowered in softness and empathy. You lead with love, not with fear. And you speak the truth gently. And you feel deeply without apologizing for that depth. You know what strikes me most? It's that feminine energy is receptive. But receptivity isn't weakness. It's not weakness. It's strength without force. It's softness without surrendering your power. And it's magnetism without manipulation. And what I've learned is that you can't shift what you don't acknowledge. So, where are you currently expressing that wounded feminine energy? And where is that divine feminine energy already shining through? Because I guarantee it is. Let's just meet all of it with love, not shame. Because bringing it out into the awareness, that's the first step in reclaiming your power. You're not broken. You're in process. And you are the embodiment of sacred transformation. Thank you for joining today. When you watch this, I send you so much love. Nurture your soul, embrace your power. Take care, my friends. Have an amazing rest of your day. We'll talk soon.